Hello, YouTube. I see you again. Sometimes I'm a little bit confused. I want to be there for every single body. But then I understand that when I am and when I put myself in a position of vulnerability, I find that people take advantage of it or they use it as a way to manipulate or do the worst to me. So it's not to say that I have become a little bit selfish. I've just begun to understand that some people take your kindness and the kind of delicate heart that you have and turn it into something as a way to exploit it. And this thing used to bother me a lot when I was younger. And I remember one of my auntie Lara used to tell me, oh, you have to say no sometimes. I couldn't understand it because growing up, I want to be kind. I want to be the kind of people that everybody likes. So she said to me, she said, you have to learn to say no. And I said, oh, why do I have to learn to say no? She said, because if you don't say no, sometimes people will walk all over you and they will, they'll take advantage of the fact that you don't say no. So now I now realize that maybe, just maybe, no is good because people need to understand that if you go out of your way to be kind to somebody, at least the least they can do is appreciate it. The least they can do is not take advantage of it. The least that they can do is give you what is truly yours. But when people just pretend to not have in order to take advantage of maybe your kindness, it has a very negative connotation to it because they shouldn't be doing certain things or empowering people to do certain things. I believe that if the relationship or if the partnership or if the family, you know what I'm saying, reject you, they need to be able to break free and break you loose from the strings attached. So that's what I feel. I don't know if anybody else is going through the same thing, or maybe you're having an experience very similar to mine, then you will understand what I'm saying is that please, know that you don't have to force things and interactions with people. If people generally have affiliation or affection towards each other, it will just work out. There's some people I have never met, but when I meet them, I have a little heart to just always, oh, good to see you. That's just what it is. I don't like to force the interaction. I don't like to put people in relationships that don't serve them the greater good. So that is what I'm asking for. Some people is that if it never worked out in 1992, I don't think it's going to work out in 2026 or 2029 or 2030. I just think if it didn't work out, there's a reason why it didn't work out, and sometimes that reason it reveals itself. Another time you start to see why some families can't integrate or can't really have a relationship because it's a one-sided kind of thing.